guys, what's up? It's Henry back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about a few things. There's been a lot of tech news and events going on lately. Just want to go over that. The PS5 event, EA Play 2020 was last night, and WWDC is coming up. So without further ado, let's get into it, and we're just going to discuss what happened and what we think is going to happen for the ones that have not happened yet. Let's start with the PS5 event. So, the hardware they introduced for the PS5, which is the 5th generation of the PlayStation console, they of course released the console, and it's a vertical, very futuristic, if you could call it that, looking console tower. And they also have an all-digital version, which for some reason, I'm hearing people were very surprised by that. But Xbox did that, so why wouldn't PlayStation do that? It doesn't make a lot of sense. They also released the new PS5 DualSense controller, which is pretty cool. And I think there is a black version to the console and controllers coming out. I'm unclear on that. There is a PS5 HD camera and a Pulse 3D wireless headset also coming out for the hardware, and a few other things. They also spent the majority of the time talking about new games. So the actual PS5 games that they talked about: Horizon Forbidden West, Spider-Man Miles Morales, that one seems interesting to me. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, Demon's Souls, Gran Turismo 7, which is a car driving game, that one also sounds fun. Sackboy, A Big Adventure, Returnal, Destruction All Stars. Let's see if I can view all of them. Astro's Playroom, and do we have one other? No, okay. So those are the PS5 games. I'm not really sure what that means. And then there's notable third-party games. I only have 2 on this list: Grand Theft Auto 5 and NBA 2K21. So that's pretty much, I think, the PS5 event. And last night was the EA Play 2020 live stream. So EA Games, Electronic Arts announced their games. There were some pretty cool things on that list too. So they talked about Apex Legends, The Sims 4, Steam, of course, Command & Conquer, Crossplay, EA Originals, It Takes Two, Lost in Random, Rocket Arena. This one is the one that I'm most interested about and I think will be really fun. Star Wars Squadrons. So that's basically a piloting game. You fly Star Wars ships around, so that sounds really fun. Madden 2021 and EA Sports Next Generation. So here's the big one that's going to take up the majority of this video, because I'm the most excited about it, and that is WWDC, which stands for Worldwide Developer Conference. This is Apple's yearly conference where they unleash the new iOS, the iPhone software, iPadOS, and macOS, watchOS, tvOS, OS, something, I don't know. Anyways, here's what we're expecting for this event, and there's a few confirmed things. I'm not really sure what's confirmed, what's not, but there's been a few leaks, and this is what we got. So we do know it's an all-online event for the first time ever, and they say on their website it's live from from Apple Park. I don't know. I think, though, people are theorizing that it's going to be kind of partially recorded and partially live, or it could be completely recorded. Who knows? So yeah, some live, some recorded. iOS 14, the big one that we think will have the most new stuff. That's gonna have a lot. Hold on one second, I'm trying to view. My phone is in the way. So we have new wallpapers, enhanced accessibility, a new augmented reality app, and I think the code name for that was Gobi, like the Gobi Desert, and there's new wallpapers in every iOS update. That's just kind of their habit. They always do that. One thing that's kind of switching from the Apple Watch. On the Apple Watch, you can view your apps in the grid view, like the little diamond, or however you customize it, or a list view where you can just scroll through the apps. They're saying that could also be available to the home screens in iOS 14. Multitasking tools. They're saying that it could have split screen like iPadOS. That would be a pretty cool feature, because phone screens, let's be honest, are really big these days, and I think they could easily do split screen, like maybe not side to side, but top to bottom, because they're very tall. My phone is, where even is my phone? I have no clue. Oh, I'm recording on it while I'm dumb. My phone is not very tall, but most of the phones are way taller than it, and I could not hold in my hand, so yeah. Apple Pencil support on Safari web pages. That would be pretty cool for marking up web pages, things like that. Home screen widgets. Actual widgets could be coming to the iPhone, unlike what they call widgets, which are just like displays when you swipe to the left. I don't know. HomeKit improvements. They've done this quite often. In iOS 13, it was the secure video feed. So if you have a video doorbell, it's just kind of enhancing security. Nothing too hugely noticeable in the interface, but that's it. And then more Apple Store integration in Maps. So because Apple runs the Map app and Apple stores, they can easily make it more useful on when you type in Apple Store on Maps. You could schedule an appointment, possibly do a tech support chat from Maps, things like that, just minor details. Find My improvements, just again minor details. Let me move my camera here. I'm just gonna hold it. Okay. Keychain improvements, so storing your password will be easier. They said it might have features like 1Password does. Clips app feature. Don't know what that is. I knew when I was making this list, I knew I would have to look one up. And this is it. Clips feature. Oh, right. So this is actually kind of cool. You could be able to essentially use apps without fully downloading them and download like a portion of the app, which I don't know how exactly that would work, but it's Apple. They can do anything. So, all right. They also have, it's possible new podcast refresh could be coming to iOS 14. That would be pretty cool. And this one I actually haven't heard any rumors about, surprisingly. So I just made this one up. There is a weather app called Dark Sky that Apple acquired for who knows how much money. And they have already announced it's not going to be available on Androids anymore, haha, because it's going to be an iOS exclusive. I apologize, the camera's shaking. I couldn't see the list when it was on the computer. So I'm hoping they at least make it free, or they make that the default weather app, because it's got like minute-to-minute forecast, radars, things like that the weather app doesn't have. Another thing about default apps, this one's a very big major update. You could be able to switch your default apps like Gmail, Google Maps, or WhatsApp for messages, because when you click on like an email link, it's going to take you to Mail, but I don't use the iCloud Mail app. I use Gmail. So they're also saying a fitness app with downloadable guided workouts is possible. Alright, and then there's iPad OS 14. Let me put this down here. So that could, again, have the new augmented reality app, Gobi, keychain improvements, podcast app, Dark Sky, possibly. And we don't have many other details on iPad OS. WatchOS 7, of course, they have to do new watch faces. They always do. One specifically was called Infograph Pro. Looked like it had a lot of data on it. Shared album watch faces. So if you are an iPhone user and you have a family, you definitely should be using the shared album feature. What that is, you can upload photos in the Photos app to the shared album. So it's just a collection, but multiple people have access, and you can leave a comment and things. They're saying basically you could use photos from that, or I think it was like it could slide through. So if you want to see photos of your kids just cycling through on the Apple Watch, I think that could be coming. Kids mode, speaking of kids, this one I'm excited for. I wouldn't be using it anyways because I just wouldn't. But they're saying that if your kid has an Apple Watch, it's basically just setting more restrictions on it. You wouldn't need an iPhone, which a lot of younger kids don't have an iPhone, or they shouldn't. But they can have an Apple Watch for emergencies and things like that. So basically this would be making it so you don't need the iPhone to have the Apple Watch, which would be pretty cool. And by that I don't mean like you can go places without it. They've already done that with cellular and GPS. I mean like you wouldn't need one to set it up, which would be interesting, and I think they should do that without kids mode. Like if you don't have an Apple Watch, or don't have an iPhone but you want an Apple Watch, it's not going to work. So fitness app again, and a rumored sleep app. So not sure what that's going to be. Something. Alright, macOS 10.16. One thing I do know for sure, it will be named a landmark. They've done this with Mojave, Catalina, High Sierra, Sierra. It's all names after landmarks. The one big thing is iMessage's revamp, and that's kind of the major thing we are rumoring about, I guess is the proper term, but And basically, iOS has a really cool iMessages app because it's got the apps, digital touch, you can get third-party apps on it. There's things like, Bitmoji and Game Pigeon. There's effects when you press and hold the send button. Mac Messages does not have any of those, so you can't use those apps, send them with effects. You can't do any of that stuff, which is really disappointing, and I wish they did. And this could possibly change that, revamping the Mac version so it matches the iOS version, which I don't know why they haven't done yet. It's kind of weird. tvOS 14, the one main thing is screen time. Screen time could be coming to the TV now that we actually have profiles switchable on the TV that came out in tvOS 13. So you can switch to the kid's profile and the kid has a limit. Or if you're an adult and you just want to track what you're watching the most, things like that. And the major thing for the hardware, I think, we could be seeing a Tiles competitor, Apple, what was that called? Apple Tiles? No, I don't know. And Macs could be getting Apple-made chips for the first time. Like their main processor chip, I think it was. And that's a pretty big upgrade. I think we could also be seeing, there's rumored, like AirPods Studio, which are just like headphone AirPods kind of thing. I don't really like the AirPods because it looks like they're sticking out, and it's, yeah, AirPods are weird. But anyways, otherwise, besides that, I'm pretty sure that's it for today's video. That's everything that's coming. Few quick announcements though. Please stay tuned because I will most likely on Monday be live streaming with Sourinator19, channel linked in the description below, doing a live stream watching WWDC together. I'm hoping we can do that, and I hope to see you there. Also, another video coming out today after this one is we are going to be showing everything new in Minecraft 1.16, which we got a confirmed release date of Tuesday. So these 2 weeks have kind of been very eventful for techies like me, or just Minecrafters if you want to call it that. That works too. But anyone that likes tech, it's going to be a couple exciting days, and I'll see you there. Stay tuned, and have a great day, everybody.